Shall we start, guys? What nobody understands about Ken by Cashual Chuck. Let's go, let's get it. Let's go, let's get it. Let's put the volume up. I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Oh, yeah, it's not because I muted it. Let's go again. Oh my god. What is... My YouTube is being annoying, guys. No, I don't want to jump ahead. All information contained in this video I cannot read that fast. Really? I love the dramatic music in the background. What did you say? Oh!
Please stop him.
What was that about? Chuck, the fanboy reactor. Oh, I love that.
Ken is, in my opinion, the most successful idol in P-pop history. Most fans see him as someone who's living the life most of us can only dream of. But in reality, there's a lot more going on behind all the...
I have to be honest, I never ever look at a celebrity or artist that I like and think, I wish I had their life. I actually say the opposite. Oh my god, I could never be them, because it feels like it's the most craziest thing to have as a job. You're always working, you're always under stress, you're always getting attacked or you're getting loved. So it's like so many different emotions, and it's like you're working even when you're not. I just could never, guys, never. But I know other people do because they think it's very easy.
In P-pop history, most fans see him as someone who's living the life most of us can only dream of. But in reality, there's a lot more going on behind all the glitz and glamour. Of course. So in today's video, we will reveal the challenges he had to go through just to get where he is today. From being a scrawny kid who only ate instant noodles on his birthdays to becoming the CEO of his own company. I know, Ken's story is like a definition of rags to riches. And the haters are not having it. He quickly became one of the most polarizing figures in the P-pop industry. But before we talk about all that, let's talk about his humble beginnings, because it's straight up inspiring.
Cashual Chuck is so good. He's such a good creator. It's so crazy. I could never do what he does, like editing and putting information together. I can barely get my thoughts together sometimes, guys. Imagine me trying to put a whole video together like that. Like a video essay. Not a chance, ever.
It all started in Pagadian, Zamboanga del Sur. This is the countryside where Felip John Suson was raised.
Oh, look at him!
His mom wanted to name him Kenji, but his grandpa Felip insisted to name him Felip. He was the youngest member of a family that barely had anything financially. They were very poor that instead of a cake on his birthday, all he gets is a plate of instant noodles. Life was so hard that having fried chicken was heaven for him, so it quickly became his all-time favorite. Because of this, both of his parents had to go overseas to find better paying jobs to support the education of Ken and his older sister. He had to be taken under the care of his grandparents. He then grew up in a church, and his grandpa was the pastor. He was just a scrawny kid who likes mathematics and discovered drawing as his first talent. So he went on to become an editorial cartoonist in school.
That's
cool. Family
cool.
gatherings in the Philippines always require a karaoke machine. And Ken's
oh, I know that for a fact. You know how I know that? Because my mom lives, and I used to live with my mom, obviously, a long time ago. So she still, to this day, we have the same Filipino neighbors, like big family. And oh my God, they used to, not anymore, like when the kids were younger, they used to have like every few weeks, or maybe once a month or whatever, like a party in the house. Where like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 cars outside of the house, and then they would do karaoke. But it was so much fun to listen to because they were always so nice. Every time they would have a party, they would bring Filipino food, like snacks and stuff like that. It was very, very cool. But they always sang karaoke, and I was like, that's my type of people. I love karaoke, because when we would have a drink or whatever with the family as well, sometimes we would have karaoke. But yeah,
wasn't a stranger to require a karaoke machine. And Ken's extended family wasn't a stranger to that. He used to hide during these occasions because he was always asked to sing. I was told by some sources that Ken had a very good singing voice as a kid but lost his confidence when puberty hit because it gave him an ultra deep voice which turned out to become one of his greatest assets in the future because of the dude named Pablo.
I never thought na may mga tao talaga makapag-appreciate ng voice ko. Kasi hindi ako
Pablo, you the go for this.
Sa voice ko kasi yung range ko mababa lang tapos malalim yung boses ko. Ngayon, parang naging na-appreciate ko na yung boses ko dahil may mga tao na ka-appreciate na. Nice.
Anyway, his newfound love for music got him to learn his first musical instrument without anyone teaching him. So he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but later fixed it as he learned more.
He looks so cute with long hair. Oh my god. Looks like a baby girl.
He was also active in sports, representing his school in regional tournaments.
Let's go. I like
ping pong
as well.
Table tennis and sepak takraw as
Play
a
that
spiker.
in college all the time.
For those who don't know, this position requires exceptional skills to perform
Volleyball.
explosive jumps to block and spike the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher saw this as a potential that can translate into good dancing.
I love
so he
the
was
edits.
offered to join the dance club for better grades. He was hesitant at first, but when he tried, you all know what happened next. Watching his early clips feels like he was born to dance. He was even hired by his school to choreograph some dance routines. He then moved to Cagayan de Oro to study architecture in college. He became a member of the dance crews called Excite, GA7, and Amigo 7.
Yeah,
These
I know
last
about
two
the
crews
dance.
were so good. In fact, Ken had a crewmate named Joshua who went on to become a member of a successful international idol group in the future called Z-Boys.
Honestly,
They
he
were
looked
beating
like Josh a
everybody in
little,
the
like Justin a
countryside,
little
so there
bit.
was no point in competing there anymore. It was time for the big leagues. They got invited to join major K-pop dance competitions, and this was the first time when Ken met other SB19 would-be members. Not as brothers, but as enemies. In one particular contest, Josh and Stel's crew defeated Ken's because they already had a GOAT status in the industry at the time. Ken accepted defeat gracefully and even asked to be trained by Josh, which actually surprised him because he thought Ken was
I
a
remember
show-off.
some of this information from the SB19 stories episodes.
Idol Josh, gano'n mo tawag niya sa akin yun, Idol Josh. Pasali naman ako sa
Oh, this is the first impressions?
Patraining naman ako sa grupo nyo. Kahit sa gilid lang ako.
But because of their distance, the training together never happened. Ken then went home to continue his studies. Fast forward to 2017, he received a message from Josh. It was an invite to audition for the 5th member
Are you
spot of
open-minded?
SB19.
That reminds me of the meme of the Daegu, no, not Daegu, freaking, what's it called, the Itaewon? No, the meme where this Korean guy, like the player boy, like is like, are you open-minded?
But
Maybe
there's
don't
one
know.
problem. Ken had no money, so Josh was like, no problem, I'll take care of it. Ken
know how
then
this
told
feels.
his grandma about stopping school to pursue it, and she was very hesitant because she thought it was a scam, and his parents overseas would have automatically said no. But Ken was so close to his grandma that he managed to convince her to go in secret. So our country boy took off to pursue his dreams.
That's nice.
He had nothing with him except his phone, his clothes, and a 1,500 peso pocket money. This time when he arrived at the airport, there was no crew.
How much is that in euros, I wonder? Sorry, guys. 16. Oh my god, really? That's not a lot. To go by yourself to... Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to do
It was
that.
all
Hongdae. Meme is so funny. Oh, the
So
Hongdae. Yeah,
imagine
Hongdae
how
guy.
that
Yeah,
must
yeah.
have felt. Anyway, he took a taxi to SBT Talent Camp and of course, the drivers camped him. He had to pay 600 pesos for a supposedly 150 peso trip. What a ripoff.
Oh my god.
Anyway, he finally met Josh and the boys and started training with them for a year while crashing into a distant relative's house to rest out.
Serious.
He slept on the floor, not with a comforter, but a banig. Because if he didn't, he would be homeless.
What the
Ken
hell?
had no salary when he was still training, so he moonlighted as a small-time model to survive, which is an experience that would play a big role in his future. The dude was literally fighting for his dreams every single day. So here comes 2018 when they finally debuted, and though it was a rocky start, they gradually progressed to become the greatest P-pop group God has ever created. If you want to know more about their story as a group, check out the SB19 story series.
I have.
Links down in the description.
All 7
You can
episodes.
also join the highest tier of our channel's membership if you're interested to be credited as one of the executive producers.
Oh, that's cool
So
that he
how
does
did
that.
Ken become the most polarizing P-pop idol? Like, how is he either obsessively loved by fans or obsessively
Fun fact, guys, I also wanted to make like YouTube memberships and stuff like that. You know, where I would like do exclusive lives and stuff and put exclusive videos or like videos that you would be able to see earlier. But guess what? I cannot do memberships because I have copyright over copyright. Every video is copyrighted. So I cannot do memberships because I'm a reaction channel, basically, music reaction channel. So that's fun. YouTube loves us.
Like, how is he either obsessively loved by fans or obsessively hated by bashers? Well, he has this persona of a badass dude who doesn't give a shit. And if you combine that with one of the many accusations thrown at him, then they got themselves a new P-pop villain in the making.
Usually the quiet ones always give the most shit.
They lack evidence.
They just don't show it.
There are a few exceptions though, but you can't say a person is arrogant just because he looks cool and badass.
Yeah.
The dude is even a softie. He tends to cry in interviews and emotional moments.
That's what I mean.
His awkwardness as a kid is still there, and this TikTok clip says it all.
Me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. Do-do-do-do-do-do, Steve. Do-do-do-do-do-do, Steve.
This is precisely him in every single video I see of them, where they're talking or something, or show breaks that I've seen so far.
Also, you can't just
I
call a
love
person
it.
lazy just because you've seen a few clips of him sleeping.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus,
isn't it a result
what the
of him
hell?
working too hard?
Yeah.
Being an idol and running your own clothing company at the same time is no joke. The dude only used to draw this aspiration, but now he made it happen. He managed to build a company that sold out merch in just minutes. It's insane. It's even rumored that his company is now worth more than $1 million. Whether it's true
Let's
or not,
go,
it
Ken.
put an
Get that
even bigger
bag.
target on his back. And haters started coming up with even more ridiculous claims. Like accusing him of copying 2 K-pop music videos just because they have a
You know, these haters, it's like, even that word, it's like they're not really haters, because haters are really the biggest lovers. They're the biggest supporters because they see everything you do. They watch everything you post. They comment under everything you do and everything you post, which actually helps. And also, they're not really haters. They're just very ignorant supporters. That's what I like to think. I think haters are just very ignorant supporters. Just very ignorant. Or they just have nothing better else to do in their life. They have no attention from anybody else, so they're seeking it from elsewhere. Just my opinion.
ridiculous claims. Like accusing him of copying 2 K-pop music videos just because they have a similar vibe.
Oh my god.
This was easily debunked though.
You can
If you
literally
want to
do
check
this
it
for
out,
every
I
group,
made a
every
video
artist
about
ever.
it. Link down in the description. His main dancer position got also heavily criticized because of one single clip of him messing up on live TV.
Oh my
It wasn't
god.
fair in my opinion because Ken has always been consistent in his dance performances, yet the
Yeah.
haters suddenly forgot about how good he really is.
Listen, when haters can only point to one video, one evidence video of somebody being lazy, like that's just ridiculous. You just have to ignore them at that point because you're like, okay, and what else? Show me something else. And what else? Show me what else? What else? And they can't provide anything. So like that's just ridiculous if they can't point to anything else. It's like the same thing with BTS, like these, it's usually Blackpink fans, because there's like 1,000 videos of Blackpink like members being like messy on stage and not like doing anything right, like thousands of clips, but they always point to one clip of BTS being like very chill in their dance performance, and it's from a rehearsal video, guys. It's from a rehearsal for a concert. Rehearsal. They always point to that one video. It's crazy. So it's the same
Him
situation.
messing up on live TV.
They have nothing
It wasn't
else to
fair
grasp
in my
at.
opinion, because Ken has always been consistent in his dance performances, yet the haters suddenly forgot about how good he really is. Ken never fired back. Or did he?
Did he? Dummy account, yep.
So why does the poultry still exist and are still growing in numbers after all the bashing? Well, it's because he doesn't only have the alluring personality, but he also has the capability to back it up. Scratch that. Capabilities.
Yup.
What's crazy about Ken
Fact.
is that he has already shown us
Fact. Because I fell in love with Ken as an artist first. I fell in love with his voice. How he handles his voice when I was just reacting to SB19. Like, I remember exact moment when I was like, I freaking love this artist. I love him as like an artist, because it was when they performed Time live. I literally broke down because of his voice, because it was so good what he did in that live, and the emotion, and how he went from deep voice and then he went to this technically difficult high notes and thrill and, you know, runs and all of that. I was like, what the hell? All of them obviously have that. But that's when I was like, dead, you know? And then after that came, he's cute. Like, what? Oh my God, look at him stage. Look at his stage presence. Oh, look at this, look at that, you know? So for me, it's the artistry first that I fall in love with, and then the rest
also
comes.
has the capability to back it up. Scratch that. Capabilities.
Yo.
What's crazy about Ken is that he has already shown us enough talent, like his exceptional dancing and singing, that is enough to fulfill a main vocal role.
Saan darating ang mga salita na nanggagaling sa aming dalawa? Kung lumisan ka, wag naman sana, ika'y bumapit na, di magkawala.
Look how Justin's looking at him and stuff.
Aking sinta, ikaw lang
Woo! Let the harmonizing, let's go.
Yet he still has a lot of secrets. I'm telling you, man, this guy is a living anime character.
Yep. Yes, let's go.
Have you heard of an idol who is also a CEO? A dancer who is known for his aerial flips but never tells us that he can also breakdance. A singer who writes and co-produces his own songs. A musician that plays guitar, keyboard, drums, and can even beatbox. A fashion influencer.
Look at
A
him.
man who plays sports like basketball, billiards, volleyball, badminton, table tennis, boxing, and sepak takraw with decent proficiency. A skater boy, an artist, a philanthropist, and most especially, a man of faith. I initially thought that the Superior Sound brand was all about him, but I was quickly proven wrong when I found this Bible verse underneath his Bulan CD.
Oh,
Hebrews
ooh.
1, 5-14. The entire passage is lengthy, but it all boils down to Christ being the superior of all beings. I mean, all of us have different religions. Some don't even have one. But I just respect people like him who stand firm in their beliefs.
Same.
As of today, Ken has established himself as an arguably the most successful P-pop idol and the richest
Oh my
among
God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Not the YouTube subtitles.
Arguably the most successful P-pop idol.
Not the most successful poop idol. Oh my God! YouTube is doing this freaking word dirty. Oh my God! Poop idol? Come on, YouTube.
Today, Ken has
fuck?
established himself as an arguably the most successful P-pop idol and the richest among his co-members. And it's just the beginning. They're still on their way to introducing Filipino music to the world through the US as of the making of this video. And his group SB19 is the first one to ever do it. So what have we learned about Ken's story? For me,
He's amazing.
was his persistence
Hardworking.
and willingness to take risks. Have you ever noticed that sometimes it's your loved ones that said no to your aspirations? Because, you know, they care about you. They don't want you to fail and all that. Do you know how many people have had visions, ideas, and huge career moves that they were about to do, but they allowed the word no to stop them?
Yep.
For all I know, you might be one of those people. The difference with Ken is that he never gave the power to the word no.
I thankfully never
It was his own grandma
had
who
that
tried to
problem
stop
with my
him.
family.
But he continued.
And
Yes,
I'm very
haters
thankful
exist,
and
but he
blessed.
didn't reject his own ideas just because they rejected his ideas. Haters hate because they feel small when your ideas start turning into reality. He
Preach.
once said in an interview that success is the best revenge, so he stopped killing them with kindness. To this day, Ken has been torturing them with success.
I love that. I love that. Let's go. That was so good. Yeah, it was a very good video, but I feel like actually, yeah, I kind of forgot a little bit about how talented he is in other aspects of things, like, you know, instruments wise, and, you know, the designing and all the b-boy. I forgot all about that stuff. But yeah, the takeaway is that he's very hardworking, never gave up, never listened to the negative and no's and stuff like that. So, and thankfully, thank God, otherwise we wouldn't have Felip Ken, you know. So that's amazing.